Both Obi and Ty have praised Andrew Nembhard's defense today. What did you see from him defending Ant in this one?
Yeah, these are the challenges that Andrew Nembhard loves. Anthony Edwards is one of the best players on the planet, and he understands there's no stoppers for guys like that. But the challenge to try to make it as hard as possible and slow him down a little bit is something that he understands is a craft. And so, Ant didn't get going crazy tonight, and I think Drew had a lot to do with that.
What have you seen from Aaron Nesmith that's kind of allowed him to elevate his scoring since the All-Star break?
Well, his health has continued to elevate to where it needs to be. Getting back in the starting lineup, I think, contributes to that some. And look, the other night it was Mathurin, and those two guys are a great 1-2 punch, and tonight Ben went in there and immediately was making good things happen. And then, you get Aaron back in the game for Ben, and you got a different dimension. And so, those two guys have a lot of respect for each other, and they've been treating it like a tag team thing, which is great for our team.
Beyond even just Andrew on defense, I don't imagine there's many nights where you give up 66 in the paint and hold a team under 98. I mean, what do you feel like you guys did well? Obviously created a bunch of turnovers, but what stood out to you defensively in terms of how you put this whole thing together?
Well, the ability to force turnovers always helps. They stayed off the free throw line, and that was a big thing. They'd been averaging, I think, 29 a game in recent games, and I think they had 10 tonight. And that's a winning number defensively. In terms of the rebounding, I guess we out rebounded up by 1. It looks like that's a really important number too. And I don't think they had much in terms of second chance. So, it's. If a team is going to get that much in the paint, you got to be doing some other good things. The forced turnovers, they didn't have a big night from 3. That was huge. And look, they're a high quality team. I mean, they're in the group of contenders in this league. Forget about whatever their record is or what's been going on in the last 2 or 3 games. I mean, and I think Edwards' thumb was a real factor tonight too.
What Obi obviously comes in, hits 6 of 9 again after the night he had in Minnesota. I mean, just what stood out to you about just what he's done in those 2 games, and just what have you liked about just the way he's stayed the course this year and given you some big bench performances?
Yeah, it's there have been challenges this year because Pascal's had such a high level year. Obi understands that his minutes are going to be a little up and down, but lately we've been able to keep him in the game when Pascal comes back, and I think that extra 3-4 minutes in the first quarter really helps him to be in the flow. So, but it's a little bit matchup driven, and so it's a kind of a game to game thing. But look, he's a winner. He's a team guy. He's all about trying to help the guys next to him, and he really has worked hard on his defense and rebounding.
I think this is 11 straight points, assists, doubles for Ty. I know we talk about him all the time, but I mean, this kind of stretch, just how impressive is it over? I think he's up to like 142 assists to like 13 turnovers since the break. This kind of consistency, just how impressive has it been?
Special players do special things, and tonight he was special in other areas too. He got on one of those shot-making roles in the third quarter, which was huge. And so, yeah, I mean, look, he's kind of one of one with this low turnover thing. I mean, we haven't seen a guy since, Chris Paul that's doing this at this stage in his career. So real special. And again, Pascal had a kind of a quiet seeming game, but he made a lot of big plays at big times. So, no, it's a great win. I mean, being able to beat Minnesota twice is not easy.
Rick, when it comes to the way Ty sees the game, is that I know he studies the game, but is that a gift to be able to play that free and that aggressive and jump in the air and have one turnover, it seems like every night, versus sometimes zero?
Yeah, look, there are things about him that just are atypical. You know, the jump pass has been pretty well documented. You know, I mean, Keelan Cooper's done a lot of stuff on that. And, you know, special players like him, and, you know, we're going to see Luka in here on Wednesday. You know, you just got to give those guys the ball and get the hell out of the way a lot of the time. And so, you know, I just have such implicit trust in him. And whenever he goes a little willy-nilly, it's easy to talk him back down. And I really appreciate that about our relationship.
It'll be a non-close game for you guys today. What do you feel like you guys did better, specifically in the fourth quarter, to close someone out without it being tight late?
Oh, I felt like we played really good defense in the fourth quarter. Got a lot of stops, moved the ball, and found the open guy.
He struggled a bit, especially from three. What did you think of what Drew did defending him today?
Yeah, Drew's the best defensive player in this league, I feel like. He guard any guy any given night. He makes it tough for them. But, yeah, I feel like Drew against anybody, Drew got a great chance of stopping him.
Something again about the Wolves that gets you going from three, apparently?
I don't know. Something was in the air today, though. But, my shot just felt good. Like I always say, we have great guards who draw so much attention. I just end up open, and they find me. So just got to make their job easy and make the shot.
I mean, just to keep going on that, what has opened it up? I guess what's led to in terms of whether it's something against their defense or what that's created open space for you against these guys in particular?
I mean, I don't think it's just against them. I just feel like we just play the right way. We play so random, just quick blurs and screen and rolls and just knowing what spots to be in at the right times. And I feel like Coach emphasized that the past couple games, and I feel like we've been doing a good job keeping our space in. And yeah.
How important do you just consider the 3-point to be of your game, basically? And how do you feel like you're coming along as a shooter?
I mean, it's super important. Obviously, Steph's changed the game. A three-pointer, a couple threes can get you right back into a big lead. So, I mean, just keeping that rhythm, making shots, I feel like doing good.
11 straight points, assists, double-doubles. Rick just talked about that. I mean, does that mean anything to you? I know you've had these kind of stretches before, but given the season that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's cool. Good to – I think there was a time early in the year where, like, I just couldn't get 10 assists. Like, when I was struggling to make shots, I think that was a weird time early in the year when I was having that rough patch early in the year. Like, the points were down. Field goal attempts were down, but even like assists were down, and like it was a weird thing going on, trying to figure out why that was. And I think that was just having to balance aggression the right way, because I think assists come from aggression at the same time. You know what I mean? Getting 2 feet in the paint, stuff like that. So, I mean, this is who I am, what I do. So it's cool to see, and guys are making shots. So you can't have assists without guys making shots.
Just 17 for Fran. I heard you tell Pat about Andrew Nembhard's defense. What did you think of what he did on him today? Yeah,
I thought Drew did a really good job showing hands. And's one of the best players in the NBA, unbelievable, can score at all 3 levels. So, I thought Drew did a good job making it tough on him. And everybody knows he's an all-NBA or all-defense guy, and I think everybody understands that. He spearheads our defense, and the big jump that we've had over the last 12 months really has been because of him. So, it's just that's what he does.
It's a lot about stuff you've learned in these tight games. Does it mean anything to not have this one get tight, given the way the last 10 games or so have been for you guys?
Obviously it feels good to just get a solid win. But I think we still got to do a better job, especially with these big leads. I didn't like our start to the fourth quarter. As a group, we came together to start the fourth. Like, let's just start having good first 3 minutes, and we know we got to be better there. But all part of our growth, all part of the ups and downs of the year and ups and downs of games, and we just got to do a better job of starting and ending quarters the right way. But I thought our second group did a really good job today, and I think we did a really good job pushing the pace, and I think that, made the game go in our favor.
You obviously talked about guys making shots. I think Obi was 6 for 9 from 3, Aaron's 3 of 3. What's impressed you about each of those guys? I guess Obi in particular, sticking with it with the role he's got, and having obviously 2 huge games against Minnesota in the last 7-8 days, and Aaron just sort of getting back into the starting role and fitting in pretty seamlessly with this group.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, this is what they do. Confident in those guys making shots. Guys work really hard and understand that we have a lot of confidence in guys, and we encourage guys to let it fly. And we're encouraging guys to shoot more threes. I still think we can shoot more as a group, but I think we just got it rolling right now. Guys are playing the right way, and good things happen when you play the right way. I feel like the game rewards you. So, those guys are both really good shooters, and I don't know, Obi's just been really good against the Timberwolves this year. So, but he's been hot as of late as well, and I think that he's doing a really good job of just staying with it. His minutes have went up and down a little bit, and he was missing shots early and maybe in his head a little bit. And I feel like he's done a good job of kind of getting out of that little rut and just playing good basketball. I think he's doing a really good job.
It's not often you hold a team under 100 and they get 66 in the paint. What came together defensively for you guys to be able to pull that off? I mean, obviously a lot of turnovers in there. Just what do you feel like you guys did well there, that even if you gave up a lot around the rim, you were still able to hold them under 100?
Well, they had over 100. They had 103. Yeah. Yeah, close. I get your point.
But still.
Yeah, still. Just making sure we got journalistic integrity.
That's important. That's fair. I appreciate you holding me to that standard, Ty.
What was I going to say? Oh, I thought we did a good job of guarding the first possession. I think Rudy did a good job on the offensive glass, getting them some points around the rim. And I thought we did a good job of kind of guarding our yard, like the way those guys play. They just attack, everybody attack relentlessly. Ant, Julius, all those guys just get downhill relentlessly. So I thought we did a good job of making them miss the first shot. We should to do a better job of finishing possessions with rebounds. But, yeah, I thought we were flying around making extra efforts. And we understood that after beating these guys, like a week ago without a lot of us playing, the game would be different. They'd come out and play with more energy. And so we knew we had to be ready. I thought we did a good job of being prepared for that.
Ty, where do you think your spatial awareness comes from on the court, and how have you tried to evolve it at this level? I mean, to have that amount of assists, the least amount of turnovers, it's rare. And is it like a gift that you work out? How do you kind of see how you operate?
I think just the flow of the game, just growing up playing basketball, always wanted to be the point guard, always wanted to get people the ball. Those things definitely help. And understanding, like, I've always been told being the point guard of a team is like being the mom. Like, your job is to make sure everybody's happy. Like, that's kind of how I've been raised and taught how to play the position, and just trying to get guys involved, get guys the ball in the right position. And, yeah, I got LASIK after my rookie year. I don't know if that helped. I got good vision, though. It's like 2010. You guys would be impressed. Our eye doctor is always impressed when I go in before the season. But, yeah, I don't know. Just trying to play the right way, take care of the ball. I hate turning the ball over, as so do a lot of point guards. But, I'm just trying to play the right way. And, I think that's just how I play basketball.